All right. So good morning.
Good
Uh,
morning.
for the record, my name is Kunal. I work with this company called ETG Agri Input Zimbabwe. Got my colleague here, Mr. Goni. And would you, for the record, please say your name, sir?
My name is Sydney Rupanga.
All right. Signal,
Sydney
Sydney,
Rupanga.
Upang.
Yes.
All right. Can I call you Sydney
Yes.
throughout the interview?
Yes.
All
You
right.
can go ahead.
That's nice. So, thank you for being a part of this interview. My name is Kunal, as I informed. We are conducting qualitative discussion for understanding the issues and problems that you face in your agri inputs journey. This meeting is audio recorded, post your consent, and will be used for our internal purposes only.
Mm.
All right. So, Sydney, my first question is, can you just give us a quick introduction about yourself, your background, and what are you doing, your age, everything?
Yes. My name is Sydney Rupanga. I'm based in Mutoko. I was born and bred in Nyanga district, Manicaland. I came here to Mutoko to work as a rehabilitation technician in the Ministry of Health and Child Care, which where I am currently employed right now. I am a person who is passionate in farming.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, my passion is in farming.
Okay.
At one time, I bought a piece of land from someone. I stayed there for about 6 years or so. Then some form of corruption happened,
Mm-hmm.
and I left the place. So currently, I am. I don't live where I call my place to farm.
Mm-hmm.
But what I do is I have a lot of friends around this place who give me a piece of land to do farming, gardens and there. Because my passion is in farming. I've been with Mr. Chiwira since he was in Windmill. That's where I've known this man called Chiwira. So we've been together since he was with Windmill. He's here, we are still together. And I'm someone who is willing to even help other farmers improve their farming method, because from my experience, the way people use these inputs is not correct, but it's
Mm-hmm.
not easy to convince them.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to talk to Mr. Chiwira yesterday on Saturday about the issue and talking to me about the interview.
Okay.
So I'm someone who is passionate in farming,
Mm-hmm.
both in livestock and
Agriculture.
yes,
Okay.
that's my passion.
All right, that's
Mm.
good. So just a quick one. If is there a technical education that you've acquired in farming, or is it all inherited from generations to you, or what does it?
I don't have any basic education. Of course, I did agriculture at secondary back in the 1980s, between 82 and 85. But
Okay.
what happens is if I get information about farming, I I keep it. It sinks into me better than most of these things. And the other thing is I get much information I'm linked to so many agricultural groups around this country. Tomatoes, the livestock, the agriculture, the horticulture. So this is where I get information. But that information sinks much more in me than anything else.
So it would be okay to say you are a self-taught farmer
More
with,
like,
yeah,
more
with
like,
self-acquired knowledge
yes,
from
yes,
different sources.
yes.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So, what can you just take us through, like, what kind of purchase you made last for agri inputs and yeah.
Purchase.
Mm-hmm.
I purchased fertilizers, I purchased the fungicides, pesticides,
Mm-hmm.
herbicides.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
All right. And then, how do you decide on what to buy? Is it your assessment through your knowledge acquired, or what's the planning behind that?
My decision on what to buy is determined by what I want to grow.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I want to grow maize, I would also buy inputs related to maize. If I have to do tomatoes, I do inputs related to tomatoes. Yes.
So, what was the last purchase made and which specific crop were you doing?
So far, the last purchase I made was a fertilizer for my small portion of maize.
Maize. Alright. And then which fertilizer did you buy?
I bought ammonium nitrate on Saturday, and I bought compound D and AN on Saturday.
Okay. And that's from us. Alright. Then that's good. So, is there someone who recommends or advises you on your inputs, or is it all by yourself?
It's all by myself.
Alright.
But what I do is, because like I said, I have passion. In whatever I try to do, I try to do it properly, carefully and properly. I don't want to take shortcuts. Whatever I do, be it a small portion, whatever don't want to take shortcuts. I do my research thoroughly. And I want to consult other group members, but I want to do it properly. And some of these farmers I work with will end up saying, but you guy, why? Then I tell them, I don't want to take shortcuts. I want to do it the correct way. Like if you look at our farmers today, our farmers don't believe in planting with fertilizer, basal fertilizer. They believe in planting first, then basal fertilizer later. Then I told them, no, the compound means basal. If you put compounds on top of the soil, it won't reach the roots, for example. If you put compounds on top of the soil, it's only the nitrogen part of the basal fertilizer that works. And that fools the farmer that the fertilizer, but the phosphorus and the potassium don't move. So when they plant their crops, they put compounds on top. But and I tell them each time when I plant, I put basal fertilizer at planting. So
Sorry, continue.
okay. So this is what it is like. So I try to tell them why I do this, and try to do it to prove to them this is the correct way.
So, just a follow-up question on this, Sydney. So, when you say you don't go for shortcuts,
I don't
you
want.
you rather go the proper way of doing it. Does that more or less means the application rate of the fertilizer, or is it more on selecting which product to be used, or is it selecting the correct brand for your fertilizer? Which out of these three is significant?
All the three. It has to do with the brand, it has to do with the application, it has to do with the type of crop that you are doing. Because
Okay.
crops are different.
Okay.
For example, if you are doing tomatoes, basal fertilizer will need cup number 30. If you are doing maize, it will need basal fertilizer cup number 8. And it goes on like that. So when you say you don't take shortcuts, it means some people just pick with using their hand and put. And that won't give you uniform crops.
Okay, no, that's fine. Can we just pause for a second and rearrange our settings? So maybe I should be facing to it so that we don't trip our necks by the end of the trip. This is better. Alright, that's good. Okay, so Sydney, my next question is any sales or agronomy representative in touch with you throughout your farming journey, or maybe recently from our side, from other places, that is helping you, or maybe is in constant touch with you to enhance your farming skills.
Sometimes I visit seed houses. There are what they call 50 days from our seed houses, like charter seeds. We are talking of charter seeds. I've been there twice, and we are going to go there again, if possible, between 10 and March next year. where
Mm-hmm.
this is whereby they plant all their seeds, the seeds from their command
Mm-hmm.
at farm
Mm.
along the way to at Cliff. There's a place called at farm.
Mm.
So they plant all their seeds, and as farmers we are told there it's more like demonstration. So you go there and see this vegetable 3311, this is tomato 909, and you see the crop on the ground.
Mm.
And they have also get lessons from them how to do it better. And I have also visited Sidco,
Mm.
their headquarters, Mountain. You also
Mm.
learn a lot from such visits.
Okay. So it's not a particular person. I would say it's rather through the exhibitions that you visit
Yes,
in
so
field days.
also I've learned from ZTV
Mm-hmm.
programs on the TV, programs to do with farming. Like
Mm-hmm.
Sidco comes with this program which is called Talking Farming.
Mm-hmm.
We also have this late on Tuesday, was an Emmanuel on agribusiness and many other
Mm-hmm.
channel programs. Whenever there's something to do with farming on TV, I take my time
Mm-hmm.
to listen and learn from there.
Mm-hmm.
Or even on radio, or even on news, anyway, in platform.
Okay.
Yes.
No,
I,
fair enough.
yes.
And when you buy a new product, how confident you are on how to use it, or who do you ask if you're unsure about that new product?
Yes, I do.
All right.
I do. And now, when I ask, I combine the answer that I get with the little knowledge that I have.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes you may ask some people, for example, if you buy around these places, some of these people are there to sell products, but they don't know.
Mm-hmm.
They are just salespeople. Some salespeople are not trained. They are just employed. So
Mm-hmm.
such people cannot give you enough information.
Mm-hmm.
So the little that they give me, I combine with the little that I have and try to weigh which way.
So, would you say is that a trial and error method in a way, or is it favors you most of the time? What's the success to failure ratio in doing how you do it?
I rarely fail because before I do anything, if I'm not sure, I consult other members from different groups
Mm.
on WhatsApp.
So you do your research
Yes, I do
thoroughly.
research.
Mm. Okay,
Mm.
that's fine. That's good. And then how often are you purchasing your inputs? Like what's the interval
It
like?
depends. Like right now, I don't have a very big piece of land.
Mm.
I do have small portions.
Mm.
So I, I cannot say how often. It depends on what what I want to do that time.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Like last time I had some paper, then the other time I had a bit of some coins. So depends on what I
Mm.
want to do that time.
Mm. So let's say if right now Zimbabwe is expecting good rains and it's going to be a good season for next couple of months. So if I rephrase it and say that in the next 3 months, how often do you see yourself buying if the rain is favoring the country?
If the rain favors the country, it will be good on us as farmers because, during this rainy season, we are like myself, I planted maize.
Mm.
After maize, I would like to do cucumber,
Mm.
from cucumber to tomatoes.
Mm.
So it means that how often now our buy inputs will be about next year, say from March, February
Mm.
onwards.
Okay.
Because then if the rains are favorable, then it means our dams are full. We can do more horticulture now.
Okay.
Yes.
But I would still like to explore more on this. How often would you like to buy? So let's try it this way. So let's say if you're doing maize, for example, which you said you are, do you buy all your inputs together depending on the size that you're farming or the volume, or do you do it like in
What
short?
do you mean? I I don't buy all at one time. Sometimes it should do with the availability of cash.
Mm.
Yes, we get cash, but we have a lot of other commitments in life.
Mm.
So sometimes you can start with the seed, then pass out, then after 4 weeks you need to top, after 6 weeks you need to top. You also need pesticides against for army, you also need herbicides for weeds. So you buy, I buy
At regular
regular
intervals.
until
Okay.
harvest.
Until harvesting. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Is your buying segregated based on need, or do you usually bundle your inputs buying?
Sometimes I buy it depending on needs. Sometimes I just buy because the things are available.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I argued with my wife. She says, "You are wasting money to buy these things that are not working." I told them, These things don't work."
Mm-hmm.
When I have money, I buy the inputs and stock them at home.
Mm-hmm.
Because this time when I come, sometimes it's not there.
Right.
Mm.
So it all depends, what how's the cash flow
Yes.
on your
If
side,
I
and
have
then you
cash, I
start.
buy enough to stock at home.
Okay,
Mm.
well, that's good. Tell us about the last time you had a bad experience buying seeds or fertilizers or crop protection.
Excuse me.
No
Let
problem.
me answer this phone. Mr. Karimanse, Mamkase,
Yeah, so I was trying to understand what was your last time, what do you recall it as a bad experience last time when you bought seeds, fertilizers, or maybe any crop protection item from anywhere? If you can recall any bad experiences that you had and what happened, like if you can elaborate.
a when big experience with seed or chemicals. I don't remember.
Fertilizers as
For
well.
fertilizers, I don't remember. Unfortunately,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't remember any bad experience.
Okay. No, that's fine. But we can park it for now. And if during the interview, if you just somehow
Yes,
pick something, you
yes, I
can
will
or
do.
feel free to share with us.
Okay.
Kuni, do you want to go for the next one?
Okay. So we're going to talk about the time you bought inputs. What are the factors that you look at when you are purchasing inputs? Do you look at the price? And do you also happen to compare from one shop to the other, or what's that journey like?
Yeah, when we buy foods as farmers, we also look at the price, like another business. We also look at the brand. We also look at the brand. We also look at where are we buying the inputs from. Because as farmers, we encourage each other to buy from reputable companies. We don't just buy. Because we have also fake products in agriculture. If fertilizer being produced in the valley, that finds its way in some of our shops. So we don't buy from all shops when we are talking about even chemicals, even seed. We buy from reputable companies. We have reputable, like myself, I don't buy from anywhere. I buy from reputable companies.
Mm.
Some of these stockists, like if you talk of this place, is a reputable company.
Mm.
It has branches all over, and it's reputable.
Mm.
It has its own brand.
Mm.
Yes.
So that's also a deciding
Yeah,
factor.
it's a very important factor. Because sometimes you might look at the price, it might be cheap, but it might be fake.
Mm.
For example, I remember at one time before I decided I could do, before I this knowledge of a reputable company. I
Mm.
remember buying cereal blend 623 23. It was costing $25, and I took it as an opportunity.
Mm.
But later I realized the same same brand was costing $50 in another shop. That's when I realized that this cheap one was fake. So there was no way I could buy it at $25 when the original was costing $50.
Okay.
So we also look at we need to buy from reputable companies. Despite the price.
Okay.
We also look at where are you getting it from.
Okay, I know you've spoken about the product, the reputation of the company, and the price. Are there any other factors that you also take into account when you make a purchase for inputs?
We also look at availability. Is it available?
Okay.
Is it available or proximity? Is it proximal to where I want to? But the most important factor is the the, 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 the company being reputable. The reputable company, the brand, yes,
Okay.
such that.
Okay. And then this one will be, you pardon me, will be a little bit political. Do you have any favorable brands that you probably have on top of your head that you, from one year to the next, you would rather use this particular brand? And maybe if you can maybe elaborate the reason why that brand is your favorite brand.
You mean brands of
Any inputs from seed to fertilizer to crop protection?
favorable brands? Yeah, since I'm someone who knows most of these things, yeah, sometimes it might be a favorable brands. If brands are all good, then you might go to the price. ETG is good, Profit is good, Farming City, all these people. But we also have in the ZFC Mutoko, we also now come to look at the price. But also need to look again deep. I viewed this one and it's from the performance again. But so far, like you are already saying, do you have any favor? I have a lot of favorable brands because I'm already mentioning I have a lot of favorable brands. Now it can't, so having a lot of favorable brands will give me a wider choice of brands again.
Okay.
Yes.
So now when you have all the brands, say it's ETG like you've said, it's also Pro Pharma, what sort of what are other factors that you may use to arrive to your purchases?
If I have all the brands, now the price comes into effect.
Okay. Okay.
Price comes into, like this other day, I wanted to buy AN. I found Profit, they are charging $42. I found ETG, they are charging $37. So I had to come and buy.
Okay. So now we'll move on to the packaging and the feel of the product. Does that take precedence, or does that affect your purchase decision? The way the product looks or feel?
Yes, it also affects the purchase because, like, fertilizer, if the fertilizer with larger grains is not favorable to farmer than the one with smaller grains.
Okay. And say if it's fertilizer, how would you know this one is smaller granules than the other one? Do you get to actually feel the fertilizer?
But sometimes you do, but with me, I use experience. I know the one from this company is like this, the one from this company, the one from this company is like this.
Okay.
So through experience, you can also feel, but you can also use experience. You know, this one is like this.
The appearance doesn't speak to your purchase decision. The way it appears,
the packaging.
The packaging itself.
With me, it doesn't much because I'm concerned with the
what's inside.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And during the peak season, what happens? What sort of a journey do you go through when you are looking for inputs during the peak season? Say sometimes there's issues of short supply. How do you manage that? Do you pre-book your stock with companies like ETG before the season, or you actually start looking into fertilizers during the season?
Sometimes if I have enough cash, just buy before the peak season. As farmers, we are not advised to buy when we are in need of the product. Like we are say, talking of the rainy season. As farmers, we were supposed to prepare by October. We should have your inputs. But what hinders the success of that fact is the lack of finance.
Finance.
Yes, but we are supposed to have everything ready.
Okay, you as a farmer, how have you managed in the previous seasons?
As a farmer, yeah, I sometimes I prepare, sometimes I buy at that time. And buying during this time, there is a risk of high high prices.
Okay,
But sometimes, if you don't have enough money, you have other commitments, you are forced to face the high price.
okay. Are you a self-financed farmer?
Yes,
Okay,
I am self-financed because I I am employed somewhere.
okay,
I am a full-time health worker.
okay,
So if I need to grow something, I can still take money from my pocket
okay.
if I don't have.
So, in your view, what are the delivery timelines that are acceptable from company, from agri-input suppliers? Do you feel that, yes, of course, like you said, you need to plan ahead as a farmer? Do you feel that there's ever a time when the agri-input suppliers do not have the product at the right time? And what would be your opinion around that?
Sometimes, yes, input suppliers don't have what we have in time. So my opinion would be the suppliers must have all in stock. What I want to say is suppliers must move with the seasons. We are saying if we are in season like this, we must have the bus fertilizer ready, we must have all fertilizers ready, we must have all herbicides ready, you must have all your seeds ready in time. Because like the this time of the rain, we are saying if you don't have the seed by October or by November, and if you have it later than that, it's to your disadvantage the supply, because farmers will buy from other suppliers. So suppliers must have all inputs ready at any given time. I think that would be good, because sometimes you can phone ETG, do you have ammonium nitrate? They don't have. Sometimes you phone this, do you have a seed called meal? They don't have. So you must have everything in place in time.
Okay. And how do you manage your logistics as soon as maybe you've purchased your agri inputs? I know you have made reference to sometimes agri input suppliers do not have all the inputs that you may have, which may lead to you checking with the next supplier. So say you have found what you want from the previous supplier, maybe they don't have everything you need to move on to the next. How do you manage that sort of logistically from one input supplier to the next?
Sometimes you are forced to buy from one supplier who is all under one roof. That's why I was saying it's good for a supplier to have almost what the farmer wants. And it will be good for suppliers, maybe OE, to if we tell these guys what we want. We expect you to respond in time. Say we don't have this, you bring it. Like like now, you see our shop is full of fertilizers, but we don't have much in terms of chemicals. You see, so someone might want this chemical, might want fertilizer in the chemicals, but fertilizer here is here, but there are not enough chemicals to suit the farmer's needs. So maybe what you during your maybe it might be in one of your questions. Maybe it would be good to say what am I trying to say? If we come here and see that what we have is not here, when you tell this guy to have it in time, then it must be there. Yes. Try by all means to have everything that a farmer needs in time. But with you as suppliers, I am happy we have other different types of fertilizer that are not available in other outlets, like we took of calcium nitrate, we took of potassium nitrate, and all these supplements. They are not available in other outlets. But the other thing is now, the challenge is our farmers are not well versed in such fertilizers. That's one thing I've also discovered. As a farmer, interacting with other farmers, our farmers are not well versed in it, they are not eager to use them. So I don't know how you could do it, but farmers need awareness so that they can use these supplements. I've always argued with my fellow farmers when you grow tomatoes, find someone putting what they call X mixture of C and top to apply to tomatoes that are already fruiting stage, which is not applicable, instead of using potassium and calcium nitrate. Farmers need knowledge. I don't know. I can't go about it. That's my point.
But Sydney, if you can help us with this also, let's say if you are looking for a certain product, and you've come to a shop and you don't find that product, what usually works out for you? Do you go to the next shop or the next preferred location, or do you ask the person at that shop to arrange that product for you? Which method works out
What happens is when a farmer comes to a shop to buy a product, it means that farmer wants it there most of the times.
most of the times? Yeah.
He wanted to use it there. If it is not here, the farmer will go to the next shop because that farmer wanted to use that product that time. So when I come here and find there's no, for example, a Metalax mango, say, I want to use it. My tomatoes, my crop is affected. I can tell the guys to look for to bring it, but meanwhile buy from another shop so that you get alleviated from the you alleviate the problem back home.
Okay.
That's why I was saying. That's why I was saying it's important we have almost the farmer needs under one roof. I've also discussed with Mrs. Shiwira that it's important that we have all these things under one roof.
No, sure. Sure.
Okay, and we have spoken about fertilizers, crop protection, maybe seed. Besides that, what's an ideal one-stop agri-input supplier? What else can we also have under that one roof?
You also need veterinary services. Well, I'm trying to say that maybe I used the wrong term. You also need veterinary products. Like we are added by January, this is in this era. We need tick-borne treatment. We need all these things to treat livestock. It would be good if a farmer comes to buy fertilizer, buys everything, or something like that at home, who must get everything under one roof.
Okay. All right, we'll move on to a slightly different but connected issue. So now you've purchased all your agri inputs. Say it's from your uh, preferred agri input supplier. How long does it take for you to have your agri inputs at the farm from the point of purchase to where they're being used? How long does it? How long does that take? And if you can maybe also break it down.
How long is determined by how urgent is it. If I want it that date, I will need to make arrangements so that the product is at the farm that time. These days, the transport is available. You can hire, you can get the vehicle on that. It depends on how urgent. Is it for stocking? Is it for urgent use?
Okay. And yeah, how far are you willing to go an extra mile just to look for inputs? What sort of a distance are you willing to travel?
Distance I'm willing to travel from my farm.
Yes. So maybe ask in another way, how far is your farm or your place of residence to where you actually purchase agri inputs?
From where I farm to this place is about 5 or 6 kilometers. No, not 7. It's not easy to judge. Somewhere there.
Okay. 5 to 7 kilometers. Okay. Is it the closest place? So say you don't find agri inputs within the 7 kilometer radius. Are you willing to how willing are you to go an extra mile to just look for what you're looking for?
How willing is determined by how urgent,
Okay.
how urgent, how important is it that time.
Okay.
For example, if my cattle are hit by January disease and there is no shipment in Mutoko, I have to go to Mutoko or Harare to save that situation. So it is determined by how urgent is the problem.
But you have done that. You've gone to Mureva, Harare to get
Yeah,
things.
in 2021, I remember traveling to Harare maybe once a month when the country was hit by January disease. I would go to Harare to veterinary distributors and buy treatment for my cattle with about $200 or 250 at one time to treat my cattle that time. So it is determined by how urgent and how willing is the farmer to do that. Because how urgent is also determined by how willing the farmer to treat the problem. Because some farmers, like you find, some farmers have lost crops or their cattle or their livestock because of maybe ignorance or complacence. So it's determined by all those factors.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, no, we spoke about financing earlier and you said you self-financed. Want to understand if you don't have cash in hand, what happens? Do you delay the purchase of agri inputs or do you get into banks? Do you borrow? Do you
What I do personally, I don't start a project without enough money. Once I need to start a project, I prepare in time. Like this time where I have maize in my field, I have maize in my garden. Before I harvest the maize, I make sure I start preparing for the next crop in time. I don't end up in a situation whereby I'm stuck. I personally want to prepare in time. That's what I do. I have to purchase all my chemicals. Well, chemicals, of course, I can buy as we go, but the other inputs, the fertilizer, the seed, the manure, everything have to be in time.
So it's like you plan your expenses in
Yes,
advance
yes,
and factor in everything
yes.
that is gonna
I,
happen.
I buy like people like now I have maize. I start buying for the next crop before I harvest this one.
Hmm.
I do not get stuck. Say that no, don't do fertilizer, don't do it. I'm not doing this. I want to have my things in place in time.
But let's say if you don't have your ducks in a row and then one day you got a problem where you've got issue with your finances.
Yeah.
So you as a Sydney, what would you do?
Me as Sydney, I would ask for money from my friends. I have a lot of friends with money.
Hmm.
If I get stuck, I just go to John, give me $200 and I get John buy.
Right.
But if sometimes I was last with I last borrowed money from the banks about 2 3 years ago now.
Hmm.
I don't normally do that. I ask from my friends. I borrow the money, pay money in my salary. Things go like that.
Hmm. Okay.
Okay.
Why did
Is
you? What's wrong with the banks?
There is nothing wrong. And there's nothing wrong. But to me, if if I need like $200, to me it's not wise to go to the bank when a friend has money. It's cheaper and convenient, interest free.
Hmm.
If I get stuck with my farm, I have to go and apply money from the bank. It will take me 2 3 weeks. So it won't make much for me. It will be cheaper to borrow money from my friend, buy what I want, to paste the money. It works like that.
Hmm.
so for all the agri input suppliers you've worked with before, um, has there been any agri input supplier that has been able to maybe offer you credit, and what has that ever looked like for you?
I haven't got any credit from an agri supplier.
Okay.
I buy cash.
Cash.
Mm.
Okay.
But outside of you, do you know or have you heard these agro dealers offering credit to a certain set of customers? Is that a practice here or they don't?
Yeah, I've had some do, but I haven't approached them.
Hmm. But they do.
Some do, a few.
Hmm.
Mm.
Okay.
And if you were to ever get credit terms, what do you think would be ideal for you for the type of farming that you do?
It would be good if I am not well prepared. Be good if I am not well prepared. But with me, I normally want to prepare my things in time so that I don't fall short of my things.
So would you consider credit?
If it is there, if I don't have enough to prepare and I want to go on with my family, it will still be good.
Okay. And how would that look like? Would you prefer an agri input supplier to say we're giving you, I don't know, I'm just using an example, a 1 month credit? Do you pay after you've harvested? How would that work out for you?
It will be good to pay after harvest because we are saying if I don't have money, it means I cannot pay within a month. Because what I'm borrowing is for me to generate money from the project. Now there is no way I can get money midway through the project. To mean if I borrow money for the project, I can only pay after harvest, just like what tobacco farmers do. Excuse me. Mr. Choto, Tito.
Okay. Um, Have you ever had a worst year in the fields or in the farm
The West here in the field.
where probably you've lost everything because of some reason?
Yes, it happens in farming. Just recently, I did my papers. They suffered from sunscald. And I did my onion. I had not experienced grapes. So I misdiagnosed and treated for fungal disease. The time was running out, and the onion was badly affected again by grapes. By the time I realized it was grapes, it was too late. So it happens in farming, like another business. You suffer losses, it's there. What you only need to do is pick up the pieces and go ahead.
So keep going at it.
So was it a total loss or?
Yeah, yes. Sometimes we suffer total losses. It's normal. And as farmers, we consider it very normal. You don't need to think about it. It's very normal.
And how common is crop insurance in this area that we are in?
It's not common. Crop insurance is not common. It's not. We just hear about it, but it's not common in this area.
Okay. How about digital platforms to purchase inputs? Maybe it could be a WhatsApp bot or any other digital platform or a company app to buy inputs. It's also not common.
Not common.
Sydney, is farming insured in Zimbabwe in general, or as you a farmer, do you ever get insurance on your crops?
No, we have never. We just a farm. Whatever happens, God will take care.
Very fierce.
So you say no digital platforms, but do you sometimes pick a phone and just call the
Yes.
agri input suppliers?
Yes.
Okay.
We phone because we need to confirm availability and price
Before
you come. Like on Saturday, I was saying I phoned Pro Farmer. They were charging $42 for top dressing. I phoned Mr. Chiwira here, charging 37 to try to rush. I came from home knowing I'm going to buy from this. So this is what we do.
But as you in person, like, do you like going to shops and looking for the inputs, or is it just talking over the phone and asking about the price? Like, which ones is more preferred by you?
I prefer to phone first, then go to shop on my own. Why I prefer to go and shop on my own is when you get to the shop, you can find other products that you may need, that you might not have planned. So I prefer to shop on my own and see what is there, what else is there.
Okay.
Okay, as quality issues as far as they are concerned, have you, maybe in the last few seasons, have you ever faced quality issues related to agri inputs? Maybe it could be with counterfeit product or fake products. Have you been ever sold a counterfeit product within the
industry?
Yes.
Yeah, but that is long back. That's around 2008, 9. We bought a counterfeit seed along the streets in Arad. That was long back. From there, I've learned that, like I was saying before, need to buy from reputable companies. Don't just buy seed. Like this time of the season, everyone is selling maize seed. Everyone is selling compounded tea. Everyone is selling fertilizer, but you need to know some of these products are fake. Are fake. Like my colleagues who sell their products in Bali, they come back with fertilizer. I always told them this is fake fertilizer because it's cheaper than from buying from the shop. So my question is, if the producer is charging $40 and you buy it at $25, how far, how feasible, I see. So we are very worried. I'm very worried about fake products. That's why I prefer to buy from reputable companies. Even seed, if you just buy from anywhere, you can get fake seed.
Sydney, as the world is moving towards digital things, and you said you don't use any apps or you don't know any apps that you order your fertilizers from. Would you see yourself ordering through an app in the near future, anytime soon?
Yes, if the service is available,
Mm-hmm.
if the service is available and convenient, it will still be good to use.
Mm-hmm.
It has, in as much as we may want,
Mm-hmm.
but the service is not available.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we have to go all the way from home. We would also love to have a situation whereby you can buy on digital, like we are saying, then the supplier will deliver at my place.
Mm-hmm.
It will still be good.
Mm-hmm.
It will still be good, but such service is just not available.
Mm-hmm. Okay, fair enough.
Do you think that will take any? So I'm referring to your comment earlier. You say that you prefer going to the shop and seeing product. How would that compare? Now you're shopping digitally and comparing that to going into the shop and seeing the product.
Yeah, a person like me who knows what he wants will still benefit from the digital platform. Because if I want something, I can still ask if it is there. Do you have this? Do you have this? Yeah. Because if you buy digital, it will save a lot of time. Save convenience, to save time to walk or travel to the shop.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And besides using the resources that are there, maybe at the shops where you secure your agri input, do you rely on any information in terms of when to plant, if it's a seed, or when to fertilize when it's fertilizer, or when to spray a chemical? Do you have anywhere reliable where you get that information?
Information I normally get from our groups.
Group. WhatsApp groups.
WhatsApp groups. A lot of guys, gurus in farming who talk on agricultural groups. This is where I get my information most of the times. I've never dealt with agri-text people in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And I get enough information from the guys. Like even this group of ETG, there are people who talk about farming.
Mm-hmm.
Pick one or two from there, pick one or two from there, pick one or two from there, compare, go like that.
Mm-hmm. So, in your history of purchasing agri inputs, have you ever been sold a fake or a fertilizer or a wrong product? And then what did you do about it?
So far, as of not as recent as now.
Uh-huh.
If it happened, it happened long back.
Okay.
For the past years, I've now known. I haven't experienced such
Mm-hmm.
because I'm very careful when I purchase my things.
All right.
I don't want to go for cheap things.
Mm. But are you able to recall anything which happened like long time back? Any vague
Long,
memories
long
or?
back, I remember sometime I bought seed which was meant to be chomolia,
Mm-hmm.
and it ended up rape.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's one other factor that makes me strongly feel I should buy from reputable companies.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm, that's good. Okay, cool. So, Sydney, if you get a chance of answering one farming question right now from one of us, would that be a question you would like to ask immediately?
If I want,
Any farming related question that you want to ask us immediately now in this interview?
ah, I was prepared to ask.
Anything, it doesn't have to be a planned thing. If you've got any thoughts or any questions that come to your mind related to farming,
You mean I should ask for me to know or just a question?
a question about farming
For
that
you
you would
know,
like
for
us
you
to.
know.
For me to know.
Mm,
There's this fertilizer which is written MAP in your stock. I don't understand much about it. Maybe if you could help me to know this,
mm.
the brand, how it works.
Which brand are you
It's,
talking
it's MAP,
MEP.
about? Okay.
Ammonium phosphate,
Phosphate,
with
yes.
the 26% phosphorus.
Mm,
Yeah, that's one thing you may help me with.
okay.
Maybe if you could help me.
So you're wanting to
I want to know
let you
about
know
that.
about the product
Yes,
MAP.
that one is in your shop.
Okay. MAP is, as you said, it's a monoammonium phosphate.
Mm.
It has got phosphorus and a little bit of ammonium.
Mm.
So phosphorus, is for root
Yes.
development,
Mm.
and ammonia is for growth.
Mm.
So it's a fertilizer most meant for root development.
Mm.
So in cases where it's readily picked up by the crop,
Mm.
that's the advantage of it. Unlike the basal fertilizers,
Mm.
they take time for the root system to absorb the nutrients. So with this MAP, as soon as you apply it, maybe within a week, it will have been absorbed by the
By the
plant.
plant.
That's why it's a bit more pricey, because it's readily available to the plant. So like you grow tomatoes, um, maybe you hadn't put in any basal fertilizers. You can use the MAP. It has got lots of phosphorus, so that's the advantage, that it will develop the root system. And also, I don't know what we have here, if it's the soluble one, because we have two types.
Excuse me. Nkoma njani?
Called the MAP granular. This one is in cases where you do soil analysis and your soils are lacking in phosphorus. So that's the one which you use to correct the phosphorus levels in your soil. And then there's the MAP soluble. That's the one which you can use in drip irrigation, or you can spray it using a
This
knapsack.
one that you have.
I don't know what we have here, because there are two types. There's the technical.
Suppose solid.
It's soluble. Yeah, so that tech. Yaka's MAP tech.
This MSP weight boss.
Oh,
There's a WS for weight
okay,
boss.
yeah, so
soluble.
that's the one. Yeah. So that's the tech. That one you use it for in drip irrigation,
Or
and
spray.
also or for spraying. Yes.
How much do we need to apply in a knapsack?
In a knapsack, normally we say it should be around 150 grams. Because we say if it's in a tank, it should be 2% solutions. That means 2 kgs in 100 liters of water.
Mm.
So when we calculate back, I think it should be 150 grams
150
per
per knapsack.
knapsack, yeah.
Okay,
Mm.
that would be good for you.
Mm.
Thank you very much.
That's good. Uh, Sydney, what is your biggest worry for the next farming season?
What is my biggest
Worry about the next farming
my
season?
biggest
What
worry?
biggest concerns here?
My biggest worry is if there is not enough rain to fill our source of water.
Mm-hmm.
That's my biggest worry. My other worry is about the market, because the market fluctuates. Like if you look at this time, tomatoes are in high demand, so it means farmers will flock will do tomatoes at this time of the year, anticipating the same price of last year.
Mm-hmm.
So that's I'm worried about the market and the rain. If the rain clearly, I think it will be good, but the market is unpredictable.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
That's-
Okay,
mm.
fair enough.
Okay, then finally, what are some of the services that you feel that the agri-input suppliers should be offering to enhance your farming experience?
Yeah, we need to do have trainings for farmers.
Mm-hmm.
Farmers need training. You find, like I alluded earlier, our farmers are using the old type of farming, the X fertilizer issue, all this. Farmers need training. Farmers need some form of training for free. Just say we are coming to train farmers, like we are already sitting here. This is being done by this company that do chickens. They come and do one-day workshops, and farmers come and they learn, and they also tell them about your products, how they work, because a lot of other new products in the 4 years these things work, but our farmers don't know it. They don't consider them useful. Our farmers only deal with the basal and top dressing, full stop. Yet if farmers use the nitrates, the potassium, the calcium, it's cheaper. If you talk of tomatoes, it's cheaper to use phosphorus, potassium nitrate and calcium nitrate, alternating weekly after day 28 in terms of tomatoes. It's cheaper. Now our farmers will still continue to apply the X, the chocolate. So
Will be useful to them.
farmers need education. I think that will do, but that will be good even for you to sell your products. You are very promising in terms of a wider range of fertilizers. Yes, you are better than most of these, because all these come and deal with the top basal and top. They see the top, the D only. So you would expect. I mean, you are better in terms of variety. So what's next is to train the farmers on how to use these fertilizers.
Okay.
Very good. Like I've been able to on map. I saw it, but I could not understand. I only know potassium nitrate and you see.
No, sure. Sure. I think this brings us to the end of this interview. You've been very informative and very detailed information that we've received, Sydney. Thank you so much for sharing that with us.
Thank you.
Goni, last words.
Yeah, no, thank you very much, Mr. Signy. But I don't know, do you have any questions that you probably want to pose to us?
Not much. I've also learned from you. Thank you very much for the time, and thank you for being with me.
No, thanks for your time. Thank you so much for coming down and giving us the opportunity. It was very nice. Thank you so much.